What's up, Rider fam? Welcome back to a brand new whip review. I am back at Audi West Chapel, and today I'm going to tell you the top 10 things that you need to know about the 2021 Audi Q5. Let's ride. This is the 2021 Audi Q5. This year, this model has been refreshed and there's a lot of new components added to it. So let's take a walk around it. So starting with the front, you can tell that the lights are looking different already. So the LED daytime running light is pushed a little bit higher, and the single frame wheel is looking a bit different as well. So you have the standard LED daytime running light on this one, on this model right here. If you want fancier one, you would have to go trim above, go to the S line or the SQ5. But this one is pretty nice and you can still recognize the car from afar. But overall, you have LED headlights in this car. So the octagonal single frame grille is looking a bit sportier on this one as well. And the border of the grille is less thick than the previous model, and it still have that nice silver finish to it. So over here, you have horizontal air intake. So on the S models, you're gonna have a vertical one. And over here in the middle, you still have that nice sporty lip. So now let's keep going and move along to the side. Over here you have 19-inch wheels, which can be upgraded up to 21 inches. And this car pretty much has a nice stance, a nice side profile, looking very athletic and sporty. And those body lines are helping as well. They're pretty aggressive. This starts here and they dent a little bit in the middle and comes back up as you move along to the back. And it looks like a wave shape a little bit. And at the bottom here you have a nice sill with that silver finish to it. And on top of the car you have a rack where you can pretty much place a cargo on top of the car if you're going on a trip or something. And now let's check the back. Right on top you have a nice roof spoiler, and I think it looks good on this car and it adds to the sportiness of the car for sure. Right in the middle right here you have a nice bar that links both tail lights together, and you have fully LED tail lights on this car. As you know, Audi is the king of fancy lights, so if you need fancier light than this, you would have to go trim above to the S line or SQ5, where they added some OLED panels into it with some cool animations. But this one is just the fully LED tail lights because this is a Premium Plus model. So going down, you have a nice bumper with a nice diffuser. You have non-functional exhaust on this car, but you're gonna get a different bumper for each trim that you go to. The S is gonna have a different one, the S line different one. So that's how it's gonna be on this car. A lot of different options. And the last thing I want to show is this accent right here on the side. It's a little detail that they added to make the car looks even sportier. But overall, this car is a nice mid-size SUV and is the Audi's best seller for a reason. Now let's talk about the dimensions. The Q5 is 184.3 inches long, 74.5 inches wide, and 65.5 inches tall. It runs on 4 independent suspension controlled by the Quattro all-wheel drive system with Ultra technology. So this system pretty much keeps the car grounded at all times and has the ability to send power to the wheel that needed the most. This will improve stability and traction at the same time. So on top of it, this car, you can take it off-road. When you switch to off-road, it's gonna raise the car and give you an extra 8.2 inches or 208 millimeters of ground clearance. The 2021 Audi Q5 is powered by a 2-liter turbocharged V4 engine that can produce around 261 horsepower with 272 pound-feet of torque. So pretty much Audi added an extra 13 horsepower to the previous engine that had 248 horsepower. Now you have 261 horsepower in this beast. So that improves the speed as well. So Audi judged that this car can go from 0 to 60 in 5.7 seconds now. So this engine is controlled by a 7-speed automatic gearbox with 5 different modes. You have auto, dynamic, comfort, individual, and then you have off-road. So the fuel efficiency in this car is about 23 miles per gallon in the city and 28 on the highway. So the last thing I want to mention in this car is that it is a mild hybrid. So this means when you lift your foot off the gas, the rotation of the tires is going to bring some energy to a small electric motor that will keep the car running smoothly. The interior of the Q5 is comfortable as ever. So now you have some nice leather seats. I love the stitching, all the details on the seat, and this is perforated because you have ventilated seat in this one. And I like how they fit, like they wrap around your body, around your leg. This is very, very comfortable. They are now like sport inspired seat, and I really like this color. Some people might not agree, but I like this color. It's pretty nice. And on top of it, you have some extension for your legs. It's pretty cool. If you have long legs, you can just extend this and you have better sitting position. So leather seats, leather armrest, and now let's check the glove box compartment. So there is a lot of space, a tons of space inside this glove box compartment. This is very nice. You have some nice wood here. You have wood in the center console, and you have some wood on the doors. It goes along the dashboard all the way to the next door. You have a nice screen over here for the MMI. Leather shift knob. You have a leather steering wheel, very nice, looking very nice, and it has some chrome onto it. You have the virtual cockpit over here. There's a lot of nice things inside this car, but the comfort, the level of comfort inside this car is absolutely Audi standard. So this is very nice, and the interior is very nice as well. Nice material, and you're gonna enjoy driving this car. Practicality in a Q5 is never an issue. You have tons of room in front of the Q5. So right now I have the driver's seat pushed all the way back, and I can barely reach the brake pedal. I'm barely reaching it, barely reaching the gas. So if you're over 6 feet tall, you're gonna have a nice driving position here. If you're shorter, just adjust your seat and you're gonna have a nice driving position as well. So now let's check how it is in the back. This is how it's looking at the back right now. So pretty much I still have the driver's seat still pushed all the way back, and I am 6 feet tall, so my knees are touching the seat in front of me. But it's not in every case that you're gonna have a tall driver in front of you, unless it's the driver's preference to have their seat pushed all the way back. But other than that, you're gonna be just fine sitting at the back of the Q5. But when it comes to headroom, you have tons of headroom, and I don't have to worry about that. Even if you're 6 feet or over, you don't have to worry about headroom at all. So the seats are very comfortable at the back. It's like sitting on a cloud right now. And the one last thing I want to show you guys, that you're able to adjust the position of the seats at the back. And now we're back up front to talk about the infotainment system. So the 2021 Q5 has an all-new infotainment system. The only thing that it carries over from the previous model is this sliding pad right here. So it's a wireless charger for your phone, but when you place your phone on it, it's a signal booster as well. So you're gonna have better service inside the vehicle. So you can slide it open to have access to the cup holders. You don't have to remove your phone if your phone was on it. It's still right here underneath the armrest. So you can slide it open and close however you want. And you have extra storage underneath the armrest as well. So the only thing that we're missing over here is the set of MMI button that you had here before. So they have removed all of them in favor of the touchscreen. So another thing that you don't have in this car is a second touchscreen, which we'll find in a lot of like 2020 and 2021 models. So in those models, you would get one screen for the MMI and one for the climate control. But here, you only have one touchscreen, but you still have the buttons, the old school version of the climate control and other car settings right here. So you have the wheels to put the temperature up and down. You have the buttons for the ventilated seats and heated seats. You have for fan speed as well. And you have the drive select right here. Auto start stop, everything is right here as a button. But the touchscreen right here is the MMI system. So pretty much it's a 10.1 inch screen. It's touchscreen. They made it very responsive. It's just like using your phone, just slide it over. And you get this haptic feedback when you click on something. So you're gonna hear it. You hear a click when you click on something. So now you have all those things in here. You have media, you have radio, you have phone settings, you have navigation, vehicle settings. Everything is right here at your fingertip. So on the driver's side, you have the Audi virtual cockpit. It's the 12.3 inch screen. So it has been refreshed as well. So it's looking a bit different this year. You have two views. You have a bigger view and a smaller view that will show you more details about whatever the option you're looking at. Whether it's vehicle settings, you have vehicle settings, you have media, and you have phone. You can have access to your phone from here as well. So everything is right here, pretty neat, very nice. Good job, Audi. One of my favorite features in this car is the keyless entry. So basically, when the car is locked, you can have your key in your pocket. If you want to unlock it, you just approach the car, place your hand behind the handle, and you unlock it just like this. This is a keyless entry, and you have it on all four doors. But when you're getting out the car and you want to lock it, with your key still in your pocket, you can just tap the sensor on the handle and you lock it just like this. Another very convenient feature is that you don't have to use your key or your hand to open the tailgate. All you gotta do is a small kick to the bottom bumper and it opens just like this. And there is a button on the gate. You can pretty much stop it at any time, and you use the same button to bring it down. It's a power tailgate. It's gonna do everything on its own. Now at the back, besides being able to adjust the seating position just like this, you have 3 zone climate control in this car. So you have 1 zone for the back and you have 2 up front. So another thing that you have nice sunshade right here, very convenient when it's very sunny outside just like today. And on top of it, you have a humongous, enormous panoramic sunroof. Look at it. On the safety side of things, this Premium Plus level of the Q5 comes standard with all your airbags. You have front, knee, and overhead airbag. You have blind spot assist on both mirrors. You have your parking sensors, front and rear, top view camera, active lane keeping assist, Audi Presense, and active lane departure assist. When it comes to price, the premium level of the Q5 starts right around $45,000. This one is the Premium Plus and it's available at Audi West Chapel for just over $51,000. If you have any questions or inquiries, please feel free to contact Maria at Audi West Chapel. She'll be able to help you wherever you are in the country. Alright, Rider fam, thank you so much for watching this review of the 2021 Audi Q5. Please make sure you comment down below what you think about this car and feel free to drop any questions you have in the comment section. Like this video if you enjoy it and make sure to subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. And until we meet again, let's keep riding.